Alright, check it out, all things Tonga. I am running solo for the next week or so. Just been busy working on my place and trying to get everything sorted out before I take off. I'm doing the remodel of the bathrooms. Painted a couple units today, so been running 12-hour days, so haven't been able to do a lot of filming, but I am trying a new spot that was recommended by some friends. So, and it's Bula Bula Chef. So anyways, I am gonna check it out. Hey, how are you guys? Good. All right, I ran into some friends here. So anyways, maybe I won't be eating solo, but I am gonna check out the menu and see what it's like. So anyways, I'll give you a look at the restaurant. Check it out. All right, this is Bula Chef. Hello, malo. Just as far as seating goes, just sit anywhere, or yeah.
So just you?
Yeah, it's just me, solo tonight. So, can I grab a menu? All right, I will check it out. What are you two up to? Look who I found here.
Ground.
All right. I think I'm gonna check it out. I think it's between the lamb shank and the beef tenderloin. So I don't know. I haven't really had a lamb shank since I've been here, and I know Tonga makes some nice lamb shank. It's not that far from New Zealand, and then New Zealand's lamb shank's off the chain. So anyways, I think I'm gonna try the lamb shank tonight, and the price for that is 80 baanga, which is just under $40 US. So not too bad if you're looking at lamb shank back home. So I think I'm gonna try that, and they have a bunch of stuff on the menu like otaika, and then on the entree they have Tonga puree with coconut bread. I wonder what that is. I just kind of want to order it to see what it's like. It's 20 paanga, so that's like under $10. But yeah, between the lamb shank and the beef tenderloin, I'm gonna ask them what it is. Hi, malo. So what do you recommend between the lamb shank and the beef tenderloin? Lamb shank? Okay. I'll try the lamb shank, hey? And then for the entree, I'm gonna try the lu with the. Oh, you don't have the lu. Okay, then just a lamb shank. Then. It's like that. All right. Yep, that's it. Malo. And then I'll do a maca with beer. I mean with dinner, hey? You guys have maca beer? So I'll do that with dinner when the dinner comes. Yeah, malo. All right. You gotta always have a Tongan beer when you're here. So yeah, it was nice running into some friends here, and we'll see what it's like. But I've read reviews of this place, and then people recommend it. So we'll see what it's like. All right, all things Tonga, I will show you the food when it gets here. All right, talk to you on the next clip. All right, all things Tonga, check it out. There are, something I've been thinking about lately, and since my family's been here, and as far as trying to retire in Tonga and come back, to me it makes sense for Tongans abroad. I mean, a lot of us went there as kids, our family pursuing a better life, and education and so forth, which was good. Obviously at the time I could see the rationale behind that. But living abroad, I can tell you that Tongans, as we go abroad, I mean, we are working like cats and dogs, slaving for the man, for the system, trying to get a trying to get a house and doing all that. And it does happen. I mean, people eventually achieve their dreams, but I don't know. I mean, the retirement overseas is, to me, it's not as it's not a better option than retiring here in Tonga. You get to be around your people, you get to enjoy the beautiful scenery, and the majority of us that went overseas have property here in Tonga, so it just makes it that much easier. I was talking to a family member of mine, and he was talking about his siblings wanted to come back here and retire, and he was talking about somebody that was the retirement between two people were getting $5,000 US a month. I'm gonna tell you, $5,000 US a month is nothing. You would, if you try to retire with that amount in the US, I mean, you would be in the poorhouse. I mean, you couldn't do anything. If, if you live in a decent place, I mean, if you own your place, that's nice, but you got car payments, I mean, you just got a lot of bills in the US. I mean, to me, like I could not survive on 5,000. I mean, typically on a good income, somebody needs at least $12,000 a month US to kind of just have like a decent life together. And if you're getting less than that, I mean, that's pretty tough sledding. So it makes sense to me that people like myself, unfortunately for me, I recognized early that I wanted to do something in the film. Even though it wasn't popular at the time, I just recognized that I enjoyed the lifestyle, I enjoyed the people, and it just made sense to me at that time to invest in Tonga. And looking back today, I'm glad I did. Because coming back to Tonga for me, I mean, the transition is easy. I already have something established, and to me, it's just working on stuff I like. Like I can't wait to work on my beach place. I mean, that'll be a fun project, and that's stuff that I like to do. So, Tongans overseas, I just hear more and more stories of, especially doing these videos, people recognizing that Tonga is actually a nice option for people to come back to, especially people that, like myself, my parents brought us to the U.S., and obviously education was good, and there's a lot of pluses on immigrating, but at the same time, to me, there's way more positive to coming back home. So that's just something that I was thinking about, and we'll see what happens. Especially since I've been talking to people about viewing Tonga as an option to come back to, and for all those that are watching videos and have property here, my recommendation is you should come back to Tonga. I mean, to me, there's no better option. Like I said, you get to be around your people, you get to enjoy the environment, and you just kind of fit in. Now, you know what I'm talking about. When you are in a foreign country, you recognize that you are foreign, even though you assimilate into American culture, New Zealand culture, Australian culture, which is the three big regions that Tongans migrate to. You are still a foreigner, but when you come back to Tonga, you kind of just everything just falls into place. It seems seamless, easy, just get back and just work yourself back into society and do what you like, and that is the positive about growing up overseas. Obviously, you have access to resources that you've been able to accumulate over the years. So why not take advantage of that coming back to Tonga? Anyways, that's just my little rant for this evening that I was thinking about while I was sitting here waiting for my lamb shack. Alright, all things Tonga, I will talk to you on the next clip. Check it out, all things Tonga. Tomorrow, I am meeting with one of the guys as far as the Ministry of Works, the department that approves plans to get your stuff done here in Tonga. You know, I mean, in the U.S., you probably call them the building department or whatnot, but they're the ones that pretty much approve your project. And the nice thing about working with the Ministry of Works is that once they approve your plans and you build something, you don't have to worry about somebody saying, "Oh, it doesn't meet code," and we gotta knock it down, which a lot of Tongans do. But for me, I don't know. I just rather, spend the extra resources and make sure that whatever I'm doing is solid, and I don't have to worry about that stuff. Because believe it or not, I mean, it can come back to bite you, especially if they don't like you. If they don't like your attitude and you built something out of Uta, they can say tear it down. And I know somebody that has happened to. He built some accommodations, and they came around and he pretty much told him to go fly a kite, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, okay." And next thing you know, he's tearing down all his property or all his buildings that he has built. So tomorrow I have that. I'm gonna meet with the planner, and I'm gonna see if I shot him some drawings that the concept that I want for my buildings out there at La Tonga. So hopefully they've made progress on that. And, my whole concept with building is what was I thinking today? After working on my place, I'm going to show you my Mexican sink. The reason I call it my Mexican sink is because everything in Mexico is made out of cement. None of these, stainless, cheap stainless steel sinks that rust, even though they say they don't rust. And I'm always replacing them every 3 to 4 years, 5 years at top. And this time I'm doing everything Mexican style. Everything is cement. And then so as far as my project goes, I'm naming it Echo. Nah, I forgot. Kind of like Echo Bill, you know what I mean? Like common sense Echo Bill. And what I mean by that is, all the flashy stuff is nice. Oh, practical Echo is what I'm calling my stuff. Practical Echo. Like what makes sense in Tonga when it comes to building stuff. And to me, it's do not use wood. It is a waste of time. Every time I've used untreated wood, I'm tearing it out because termites eat it. And then even my ceilings at Nanisi, I got termites eating it. So eventually, I got to redo all that. Within the next 3 to 4 years. So my whole concept now is practical Echo, meaning what works for the environment and what saves me money. I don't need to spend a ton of money for stuff that looks flashy, and eventually I gotta replace it. So my resort in La Tonga is gonna be practical Echo, is what I'm calling it. That's my concept. Does it work? Do I need a fancy sink? No, I just need something to turn on the water and turn off the water. That's it. I don't need any fancy, shiny stuff, that looks nice and the water comes out nice. I don't care about that. What I care about is durability and do I have to do maintenance on it. So that is my concept. Let me know if you agree with that. But I was just thinking about that, waiting for my lamp shank. Practical echo. That is it. So, all right, all things Tonga. Comment on that, and I'll talk to you on the next clip. Oh, and wait till you see my sliding door concept as well. It's all gonna just be made out of just coconut. You know, weave it and make some doors that some sliders, you know, that protect you from the weather, but not gonna cost me a ton of money. So there you go, practical echo. So, all right, I'll talk to you on the next clip. Hopefully my food will be here by then. All right, check it out, all things Tonga. I got my lamb. It is not the shank though. I got some lamb, but to be honest with you, it is disappointing the way it looks. Because I can get this stuff at Costco, but it is not a lamb shank like it says on the menu. So let me flip the screen. I'll show you what it looks like. I mean, it looks nice, but it is definitely not a lamb shank. Looks like it comes with sweet potato. Got some parsley on top. And it's got some red wine glaze sauce. So anyways, I'll check it out. So I will check it out and see what it tastes like, but it is not a lamb shank though. So let's just be clear about that. And she recommended it. So. So anyways, I'm gonna dip it in some of this glaze sauce. Got some of the sweet potato on it. So we'll see what it tastes like. Not a shank though. I'm not gonna lie though, it does taste good though. It tastes good. I'm just disappointed it wasn't lamb shank, but as far as the flavor goes, it is nice. So, the flavor, you're not gonna be disappointed. I do like that glaze that they put on there though. That red wine glaze, it does taste nice. Let me taste some of these vegetables. Kind of just marinated in their sauce. Tastes good. I gotta grab some salt though. Every time I come to Tonga though, or this part of the globe, I always look forward to doing lamb because it's just not the same the way they do lamb and the way we do lamb back home in the US. And it's always way better here. The flavor is on par though. I'm not gonna argue about that. It is good. Alright, I'll talk to you on the left. I cannot speak English right now. Talk to you on the next clip. Alright, all things, so I'm gonna check this out. You know what I do love about this is the way they're glazed and also their kumala. You know, the way they've done their kumala perfect. Their smashed kumala. Yeah. I've never really had it taste like this, so it is really good. But again, their lamb is nice. Like the flavor is fire. So even though it wasn't what I was expecting as far as lamb shank goes, but their lamb though, it is nice though. It's cooked perfectly. It's got nice color. You know, it's not overdone. And that's what I like about it, and it's good. And then the chef hooked me up with some beer, so that's even better. So appreciate that. That is so nice though. That flavor. I don't even know if a lamb shank could beat that flavor though. Those are the lamb ribs we get at Costco though. Back home, if you ever got lamb from Costco, it's that lamb rain. It's a rack, is what it is. But it is good. Like I said, I was just expecting something else. But that wine glaze they have, ooh, it is nice. Right off in Tonga. I'm trying not to talk with showing food in my mouth, which my viewers have let me know about that, and my wife, which she cannot stand. Like usual though, I do not listen. Right off in Tonga. I will talk to you on the next clip. Oh. Let me flip it over though. Check out the view. We're just side of the road. Let me flip it over. So in the daytime, that's a nice view of the ocean. You can see Pangai Motu and you know, just the main road. South Aha Road, running past the state line or whatnot, and you just keep going, and then before Papua, you'll run into this place. And I really like the decor though. They've done a nice job, but man, I got to learn how to make this mashed potato, this smashed sweet potato. I gotta make that. I gotta master that. So in La Venga, Tonga, if I have a parekai, it's gonna taste like this. That's the best form of flattery, though, right? It's imitation. So, all right. Fire. Right, I'll see you on the next clip. Alright, all thanks, I'm gonna check it out. This is Steven. He is the owner of Bula Chef, right? Yeah, so anyways, he went to culinary school in Fiji, and like I said before, that lamb rack and the sweet potato, man, that was the best. I gotta copy his recipe though. You know, I gotta come steal it. But
see you next time.
yeah. So, anyways, I appreciate your work with
What curry do you after?
I was just wanted to taste all of them because when I come to Tonga though, I like the curry in Tonga. You know, even though, but I think I like it because it has a mix of the Indian curry, the way Tongans make curry. I like that better than all the other. My dad used to make curry. And I always miss it, and I only get it when I come to Tonga.
Can you tell me two curries?
Oh, I like the beef and I like the chicken, and I like it the way the Fijians make it.
Beef
Yeah.
and
Chicken.
chicken.
Yeah.
Have you tried goat curry?
The what?
Goat curry.
Goat curry. I have tried it, but not the Tongan way. I've tried it Middle Eastern.
Oh, Middle East.
Yeah, with that recipe.
How about this? You come tomorrow. I'll give you a special curry.
Okay, all right. I'll come tomorrow. What time?
Even though I don't have the curry on my menu, okay, it's for you.
All right, I'll
You
come.
tell me your time. We're
How-
open from 6 to 10.
Okay, how about I do around 7 o'clock?
No worries.
Yeah. All right. Steven. Hey, thank you.
Are you coming with someone?
I don't know yet. Yeah, I might bring one person. So.
No worries. It's on me.
All right, there you go. All things Tonga. I am getting hooked up tomorrow. I gotta come and get the curry. So, like I said, I was expecting lamb shank, but I was pleasantly surprised at that rack, and it was good. It was all good. But I better look at the menu though. It might say rack, and then you know how I am. I forget stuff all the time. All right, all things Tonga. I will talk to you on the next clip. All things Tonga, just this interaction with this restaurant owner, Steven. And, he said he grew up in Fiji, but he's Tongan. And he's fluent in Tongan. But, he went to culinary school over there. I think he grew up in Fiji. I think that's what he said. We'll look at the video and see what that says. But, I do appreciate people coming to Tonga, and especially Tongans, and starting up businesses, being entrepreneurs and stuff, because that is what we need. Tongans to come to Tonga, and whatever it is that they're expert at. Certainly Tonga could use them, and just a Tongan, going to culinary school. And I know that takes a lot of work. I've looked into it. I don't have the time, but anyway, I love food, and I'm certainly interested in foodies. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna come here tomorrow. I gotta find a date. It'll be a guy, Michelle. Don't worry about that. Anyways, I gotta find somebody to tag along, and then we're gonna try some curry. So I think I got somebody in mind though. A good friend of mine just came into town, so we're gonna catch up tomorrow. All right, all thanks Tonga. Anyways, I just thought I'd put in a plug for this guy, and hopefully everything works out. But I love the decor of the restaurant. It's open. You get the breeze from the ocean, and then you just get the view. So it is nice. All right, I will. Man, this maca beer, which was on the house, was making me burp like crazy. But all right, I'll see you on the next clip. And again, for those that are Tongans, no better place to come back than to Tonga. It's changed a lot, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised as far as all the progress in Tonga has made in the last 30 years since I've been coming back. All right, talk to you on the next clip. All right, check it out, all thanks Tonga. I was mistaken. It did say rack. I don't know why I thought it said shank, but it did say rack. So, but yeah, this place is nice. Let me flip the screen, kind of show you what it looks like from across the street. So, all right, that is the ocean, and that is this ambiance, the setting. Very nice. All right, Steven, thank you. Hopefully the keys are in here, because I do not have it, and they are. So funnel, your car did not get stolen, and I left the key in there. But anyway, this place was awesome. So, all right, I will see you on the next clip. Highly recommend the place. Look forward to it tomorrow. I'll talk to you on the next clip.